Let's go down to the women's 60, though. Big 12s. Julien Alfred, 6.97. Breaks her collegiate record again. I don't know how many of the top performances she has. I think it's close to all of them. That's number 7 in the world. But I think almost the more impressive performance for me was her 200, because we knew she was awesome in the 60. Already had the collegiate record there. She almost broke the collegiate record in the 200, 22.26. I know it's not run professionally that much, but it's the moves are number 4 in the world. So Alfred is a dual threat now is an interesting prospect.
Yeah, did not see that 200 coming. That's the sub 7 we saw coming, because like this girl's going to break 7 eventually. She's probably going to run sub 7 at NCAAs. So we knew 697, and at the end of the day, she found a way to make 697 not shocking, because she was like, run 7.0 and then 7 flat, now 697. So we expected it. But the 22.26 to me is shocking. It shows that she is, has that strength to be able to do it more than just 60 or 100 meters. It's definitely going to translate well for her outdoor 100, I think. And number 4 in the world. Again, it's not a commonly run event, but still very good. Number 2 NCAA behind Abby Steiner. And I think if she progresses well, maybe Steiner's record could go down in Albuquerque in 2 weeks.
Alfred has the top 7 times in the NCAA now.
Oh, in the 60?
Yeah. 6 of them are from this year. Look at that. It's getting ridiculous for Julien Alfred.
She hacked it.
I hope whoever is in charge of Texas's sports information department, they kept the graphic. They saved the Julien Alfred NCAA record holder template.
Oh, yeah.
And didn't delete it after each one, and just was able to change the date and the time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're doing a lot of work this year.
They're probably like, wow, I thought I only had to make that thing once. And then the second time they remake it, and they're like, oh, she's not going to do it a third time.
Version 4, version 5, version 6.
Now after this one, they're like, don't delete this graphic. We need to save this for NCAAs.
So that's what I'm curious about. Does she have one more in her? And I know Lubbock was at altitude, but Albuquerque's at higher altitude. She's run fast already this year.
What's the world record?
92.
92. That seems a little bit of a reach.
It's far. We saw Hobbs go 94 in Albuquerque.
I low-key think we could see a little bit of a, what's the word?
Dip?
No. God dang it. I hate it when I don't know words. I think maybe we think she's gonna, something special's coming. I could see her maybe winning in 7:01 because the competition isn't there. So when there's no competition, she's gonna win.
Well, there wasn't competition here though either.
Yeah, but there's like you're running. It's Big 12s. A lot of you got to put together a good performance. I think she knows she's good.
Well, the 2 maybe save a little for the 2.
Yeah, I just think that we might see maybe a win, but not a 6.95. We might see like 6.99 win or a 7:01 win.
The race is so short, though. Yeah. Just running to win. You don't really see people in the 60 shut it down.
True.
Too early. Although Terrence Jones did celebrate early in a 60
we'll
this weekend at Big 12s, which I don't think I had ever seen before. Because by the time you start running, that race is over. You don't really have time to celebrate.
So I think we're going to see maybe we're going to see a win, but it's not going to be an NCAA record.
Well, we'll have to set that as one of the over-unders.
Yes, 697.
I might go under on that one. An 8th top. Well, let me ask you this. So 7:05. She's going to go faster than 7:05 though, right?
Can she do that in the prelim too? So she could go 9 out of the top 10?
Yeah, by the end of the year. If she goes 7:05, faster than 7:05.
Twice,
yeah.
She could do that for sure. Ironman.
Yeah. I know I said I was going to give it to Britton Wilson if she wins the 800, which, okay, let's talk about that. I watched that race. Michaela Rose was great, but it was those two.
Yeah.
And the SEC women's 800 is pretty good this year. But those 2 broke away. And I think Wilson, this isn't her primary event.
Second time ever running it.
She's just getting reps.
Yeah.
So I think
she's going to be ready.
NCAA indoors, we can see her get a little better as she starts to figure out the strategy and the pacing.
And
so that's
what's the word? Like saving the kick at the right time. And she might put a little too much in that third lap.
Yeah, it's difficult to figure out. Just like it's difficult to figure out a 400 or 400 hurdles is harder because you got to figure out the step pattern. But the 800 takes some time to get used to it, and she ran really well. Rose was great. I think is Rose the favorite, or is it
Then we still
Willis?
Whitaker and
Willis, Stanford.
They're both running good at Stanford, but it's going to be interesting because Wilson is kind of like the wild card because it'll be her third and fourth race, including prelims.